Well, Jimmy, Gina, so good to get this time together. These are our dear friends for us in the UK. Looking at you guys this morning, I feel like I know you. As many people listening in will feel like they know you. But why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us who you are and what you're doing?
Sure. Well, we're the Horners. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Genea, and we are the leaders of our ministry called The Mission. It's a organization that has built a campus in Mexico and a campus in Romania, where our heart is to see an orphanless world by bringing people into the mission family. So through taking in at-risk kids, educating them, churches, school of missions, orphan care, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. So many different things that we've been doing for almost 35 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, we haven't been doing it all for 35 years because we would have started when we were like 9.
True.
Yes.
I was there though.
Yeah, you both look amazing for that.
Yes.
We're actually 73 now, and we're still going for it. And I know for you guys would say the same. Just to have this snapshot in time wouldn't do justice what you actually turn your hand to. And we are so for and thrilled with what you guys are doing. So as a church community, as your church community as well, we love getting behind and partnering with what you're about. Why don't you give us an update on Team Horner, Family Horner, what's going on, what COVID world looks like for you guys?
Well, we're currently, as a family, we're currently spread across the world and somewhat divided. So we have our main base in Mexico and Romania, and our kids are all in Mexico. Gina and I are over here in Romania.
Because of COVID travel restrictions, Romania is only letting people in that have a residency card or citizen. And because of that, our kids haven't been able to travel with us like they normally do.
So a lot of separation and a lot of FaceTime, a lot of Zoom calls with our kids. And we're going back and forth between the two campuses. But our team is doing amazing. Our kids are actually doing really amazing, even going through this season. In Mexico, our church is still online. Our schools, we have over 400 kids that are online instead of in school and with us 12 hours a day. Of course, our kids that are growing up in the orphanage, they are all with us. There's no way to go digital with them.
No.
And so they're doing really well on campus. And then in Romania, in May, we were actually able to reopen church, and we were able to reopen school and all of our programs. And obviously with lots of restrictions and guidelines and all those things you navigate, but we're absolutely thrilled to be in person with our kids, in person with the church family.
Yeah, it's incredible. And just getting this time actually to know, obviously for JCME and the different experiences that people could have got involved with, and we might have sent teams over, or we would have sent teams over, in between those times, or some of us from the team come to be with you guys. So obviously that's not happening right now. So this is why we wanted to get this update from you guys for church family that know you, for others that might be listening in. And also where we'll transition in a little bit, we want to talk together, don't we, and how people can get involved, how we can, through our Christmas appeal this year, obviously give financially towards the brilliant stuff you're doing, but equally with child sponsorship. So I guess, should we talk about that just for a moment? Like, could you let us know a little bit about the child sponsorship and how people, what it is, how people can get involved?
Well, child sponsorship is just one of the ways that we partner with people from around the world to help us do what we're doing on a regular basis. So outside of that, like a normal year for us, we would have hosted about 2,000 people and teens coming to one of our campuses, like through the JCME or through a church trip or a family missions trip. And because that has completely stopped on both campuses, that was a huge source of income for us. People coming to serve alongside of us. So the sponsorship program is a way that you can continue to partner with us without actually coming to a base. And that can be found online. It's at themissioninc.org. And it's $30 a month. And that money goes directly to the child's care. So it helps pay for their food. It helps pay for like their online learning right now. All of our teachers are still on payroll and still connecting with them on a daily basis. In Mexico, we're taking food packages to different families. And so your sponsorship money goes to the care of that child, even though some of our children are being cared for offsite.
And we're so thankful because so many of you guys from Manchester and Leicester already sponsor kids in Romania and in Mexico, both sides. But yeah, we do need more. We do need help to continue doing what we're doing.
And to just help cover that cost or that gap that we've had in our income of, because nobody can come in and partner with us on site.
Yeah, and I guess it's such a beautiful thing to do, because for some people listening, they might say, man, I could do $30 a month. Or for others, they might say, hey, I could do 60 or 90. And then it's spreading that word as well, isn't it? Across the, with different family groups and stuff like that. So that's really good. So I guess for those listening in, please keep thinking how you can get involved with child sponsorship. It's just such a meaningful thing that you guys have set up there. And I guess for us listening here in the UK, in Winterland at the moment, it's cold, man. You guys have been thinking, haven't you, about how do you create space for the kids? Because you said, Gina, it's going to be a long, cold winter ahead. So talking about some play equipment. So for us in Manchester and All Nations Church in Leicester as well, we'd love to think of ways how we can kind of financially contribute towards that. So that's really where we'd like our Christmas appeal focus to go this year. So do you want to let us know what you found and how we can get involved?
Well, in the last few months, we've been able to almost completely renovate the second floor of our building.
Here in Romania,
where we are right now.
Yeah.
And so our commercial kitchen is done. It's open. We're feeding all of the kids up there now. Our classrooms are done, but we have one pretty enormous space that's been set aside for the winter playground.
So we've looked online and we found a few different options for playgrounds, getting them shipped in from China. And they will be put inside of the building. We do have playground equipment outside for our kids right now, but like I said, our winters are long and cold and very, very wet. So to have an indoor play space is going to, I think, be more of a blessing to our teachers than to our kids, to let the kids run off their energy and really enjoy it. So cost with installation and everything that has to be put, to get it welded to the floor so they don't tip it over, and the padding so that when they fall off of it, they're safe, could be anywhere up to $10,000.
Yeah. So it's a big playground and it's a big space, but we've got a lot of kids that need to play in the cold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And oh gosh, that just feels like such a meaningful thing that we can partner with you guys. And I'd like to think for us in the UK, as your friends and family here, hey man, how can we get involved with that? Such a meaningful thing. So from our end, obviously we'll be promoting that as well as part of our Christmas appeal and how we reach out and how we can give away at Christmas. So I'll be sharing more of that with our churches here in the UK. So
great.
Bless you guys so much for that.
Oh, bless you, Sam. I'm so thankful for you guys.
Oh, as we are you. It's weird, this Zoom world, isn't it? It's like we aren't in the same place, and I'm trying to figure out where to look all the time.
Yes.
And you know what? So that's so lovely to hear this update from you. And in terms of like, how do we keep praying for you? Like, Give us some things that we can just be actively saying, hey, we are leaning into God with you guys in prayer.
Well, we need our country's borders to open. We cannot move staff or our families between Mexico and Romania, and we need that to happen. We have, I think, 12 different staff members and family members that we're trying to get from Mexico to Romania. And it's been a long time separated, and we need those borders to open up. So that's a huge one for us.
I think the other one is just finances, that we are able to continue to take care of the amount of kids that we're caring for without the same places that our income has been coming in the past. And so for God just to be the miracle working God and give us creative ideas and strategies on how to do that well. And that for us, one of our heart's desires is that people who give generously to us would receive extraordinary recompense. That they would be richly blessed in their personal lives because of how they've been faithful to us.
And then I think finally is for our kids here in Romania, like they're going through some pretty severe health issues, not related to COVID at all. But we need some like divine healing on the kids, especially where they're coming from. It's dirty, it's cold, the weather's turning, and they have some pretty serious skin conditions that just need to be touched.
Incredibly contagious skin
stuff.
Bad stuff. That we're still bringing them in, and we're still like taking care of them and loving on them. It just breaks your heart because it's painful. And there's not a lot of doctors that are willing to go into a village and take care of our kids right now.
Well, that's some meaningful ways we can get involved with prayer. And just for you guys as well, your heart, Jimmy and Gina, is so beautiful. You set such an incredible example for us that you wouldn't believe, like I said last time to you, Gina, that how you're able to do this work of God with your whole family is really precious. You set a brilliant example. And I just feel for you guys that, is it in one of the Psalms or Proverbs that says, he who refreshes others will himself be refreshed. And I guess our prayer from the UK, from your friends at Vine Life or All Nations in Leicester, we just pray that your hearts would be refreshed. And the same as you said, Gina, for us, that come back to us, hey, we pray that God's strength would be poured into everything you turn in your hand to as well.
Thank you.
Love you guys very much.
Love you too.
Love you, Sam.
Bless you guys. Catch up soon.
Yes.
Talk to you later.